Howdy doody, my Junior K friends and families, and welcome back. I hope you all had a fantastic Memorial Day weekend. It was a longer weekend, but we are back to, can you guess what we're learning about this week, my friends? Farms! Woohoo! Yeehaw! So we're going to learn all about farms, the different farm animals that live on a farm or in a barn. I hope that you received all of the packets in the mail for this week. Today, since it is Tuesday, we had off yesterday, Monday, so we're going to treat this like a Monday, okay? We're going to start off with our weekend news. Here's Miss Cunningham's weekend news. Here's what I wrote. So I colored in my cow and my horse, and I wrote Miss Cunningham for my name, and today is May 26th, 2020, Tuesday. This weekend, I had my family over for a barbecue. So there's me with my little spatula, and here's the grill. We had burgers, we had steak, we had hot dogs, we had grilled squash. We had a good old time, and all together we ate some food and we told stories to each other, and it was such a great time to spend with our family. So here's my weekend news. Now, Junior K friends, your job is to tell me one thing that you did over this long 3-day weekend, and then I would like you to share it with Miss Cunningham. I am so excited to see one thing that you did this past weekend. It was beautiful weather all 3 days, maybe even a little bit too hot. Just like today, it's supposed to be a high of 88 degrees. Make sure you put on that sunscreen if you're going to go outside, okay? All right, so we're going to kick off Farm Week with reading this story. Ready? Yeehaw! Big Red Barn by Margaret Wise Brown, and pictures or illustrations are by Felicia Bond. So this book kind of talks a little bit about the different creatures, the different animals that live on a farm. And there's a big red barn, which is where all of these animals live. Later on this week, my friends, Miss Cunningham is going to do a science experiment on how to make our own butter out of heavy cream. So it's going to be a very, very fun week, my friends. Okay, so let's get started. The Big Red Barn. Now, this is the jacket, my friends. This keeps the book safe. We can take it off when we read it. That way it doesn't make any more loud noises. So here's what it looks like without the book jacket. So The Big Red Barn by Margaret Wise Brown. By the big red barn in the great green field. There was a pink pig who was learning to squeal. There was a great big horse and a very little horse, all different sized animals at this barn. And on every barn is a weather vane. Of course, a golden flying horse. Maybe this might be a rhyming book, friends. Now, this is called a weather vane. Do you see here how there's letters? There's N, W, S, and E. That's north, east, south, and west. Whatever way the arrow is pointing is the way that the wind is blowing. So that's called a weather vane. There was a big pile of hay and a little pile of hay, and that is where the children play. There's the big pile, grande in Espanol, and then there's the little pile, pequeño, little. But in this story, the children are away. Only the animals are here today. So we're going to learn about the farm animals. What animals are these? What's that? Horse? Big horse? Little horse? We have a little pig, a piglet. Can you say that? Piglet. Piglet is a small or baby pig. And then looks like we have something. What's that? Ooh, I guess we'll find out. The sheep and the donkey, the geese and the goats were making funny noises down in their throats. Can you make a funny noise? Beep, beep, beep. Your turn. Nice! An old scarecrow was leaning on his hoe, which is a type of tool you use for gardening, and a field mouse was born. Look at all of these farm animals. Friends, these are all considered farm animals. A lot of them. In a field of corn. Have you ever seen a field of corn before? Look, there's the little baby mice. Can you see them? Very cool. Cock-a-doodle-doo! In the barn, there was a rooster and a pigeon too. Here's the rooster saying, cock-a-doodle-doo! Roosters are very loud. And then here's a pigeon. I'm sure you've probably seen a pigeon before. They're everywhere. And a big white hen standing on one leg. And under the hen was a quiet egg. Let's look close. See if we can find it. Look, there's the hen. That's a girl chicken laying an egg. All sorts of things going on this red barn. There was a bantam rooster and a little bantam hen with a big clutch of eggs. Count them. There are 10. Ooh, I thought you'd never ask. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 eggs. Look at that. A clutch means a whole pile, a clutch of eggs. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Moo, moo. There was a big brown cow and a little brown cow. So we have the cock-a-doodle-doo coming from the rooster, yes. Then we have moo coming from the cow. There was an old black cat, meow, meow, and a tiger tomcat, yow, yow. There was a big red dog, bow, wow, with some little puppy dogs all round and warm. Wow, look at all those animals. Lots of cats and kittens and dogs and puppies. And they all lived together in the big red barn. There it is. And they played all day in the grass and in the hay. And in the mud. Look at, you see the pigs in the mud? Probably trying to cool off. When the sun went down in the great green field, the big cow lowed, the little pig squealed. The horses stomped in the sweet warm hay, and the little donkey gave one last bray. That's what it's called, bray. The sun's going down. What do you think they're getting ready to do? Go to sleep. The hens were sleeping on their nests. Even the roosters took a rest. The little black bats flew away out of the barn at the end of the day. Now, where do you think all of these animals might be going, friends? Looks like they're going all in the direction back to that big red barn. Their home. And there they were all night long, sound asleep. They look safe in there, huh? In the big red barn. Only the mice were left to play, rustling and squeaking in the hay, while the moon sailed high, which means went up to the sky. In the dark night sky. There's the scarecrow. The end. I hope you enjoyed that farm story, Junior K buddies. I can't wait to see your weekend news. Don't forget to send them to me, okay? So have a great rest of your Tuesday, and I will see you tomorrow. Yeehaw! Bye! Miss you guys!